Okay, cool. I guess we're good. We're here, alive, and going over some problems. I think I tried doing this regex one. I just couldn't get it. This feels bad. That's another hard one I have to do at some point. 56% acceptance. Okay, so I'm trying to think. Do I want to do like a virtual contest, or do I want to just do zero track? I think I want to do a virtual contest. The last time we did the Christmas one, so I think we can just go off of that. Oh no, I don't know which grid one I did though. 377, 120. 377. Let's see. 377 is the one I did, not the bi-weekly. So we'll go ahead and do the bi-weekly. I kind of prefer it a bit because I just want to have the problems and I don't want to look at like the ELO, and I also kind of guess want to simulate what the contest is going to be like. There's no bi-weekly tomorrow, so I guess this will just be my time. That said, I also don't like not being able to use Vim. So that's the one thing I don't want to do with this, is not being able to use Vim commands. No Vim motions in the contests. Just really stupid. Yeah, we can run it. I think. I'll just sit here for like an hour, 30 minutes. We'll just do a virtual, I guess. Oh, man, I don't know. I might give up. I don't want to give up on the virtual though. But I also prefer using Vim, so maybe I'll just use Vim on the side or something. Make dear bi-weekly contest 120. CD bi-weekly contest 120. Yeah, might. Yeah, well, I might just use Vim, honestly. Let me put this thing here and then put this iTerm thing here and pop over here like that. So go through here. Cool, yeah, we'll do it. Then maybe just do it in there. So we'll be at like slight disadvantage, but that's fine. And then yeah, we're gonna do this virtual and then just do some problems, because this thing is not gonna be there. So pop these open. You're given a 0 index, positive integer num, subarray incremovable based. If becomes strictly increasing on removing the subarray. For example, the 3, 4 is incremental removable because those are the numbers that are less than. Because removing the subarray changes the array from 5, 3, 4 to 5, 6, 7. Okay, so this is like a monotonic stack problem, or it's just, I mean, you can do O(n) squared too. But we just want to remove all the ones that are less than, right, in the future, but like going forward, right? So if we have a 6 here, right, we want to, this one is less than the 6, so we just take it out. The total number of increment removable subarrays. This one you just remove 5 though. Oh man. Okay, I guess this is just an O(n) squared solution thing. I just need to think about how do you brute force it, because optimizing this is actually insanely difficult, but brute forcing it. Generate every subarray. So 1, 2, 3, 4. This one like 6, 6, 5, 6, 5, 7. 6, 5, 7, 6, 5, 7, 8. And then we go here. 5, 7, 5, 7, 8. Oh no. Okay, what about this one? 8, 7, 6, 6. 8, 7, 6, 6. 8, 7, 6, 6, and then 7. Not even 7 counts. Why isn't 7 count? This one we don't do 7. 8, 7 is not because after removing 8, 7, it becomes 6, 6, which is sorted in ascending order. Okay, so it's every subarray. So here, where everything is like increasing, 8 is not increasing. And then we like partition this one and we're like, oh, is this side increasing? That's probably it. I think it ends up being like O of n cubed, but at least it gets it, I think. Where we just go through and then go here, check, are these all increasing? Okay, cool. Here, are these all increasing? And if they are, then like, right, then we do something about it. Or we increment the count. I think it's fine. And then I'm gonna, we're gonna go to like part 1 or part A. We'll just start rolling out with this. So like, we're gonna have like some nums, and I'm actually just gonna hard code this. Oh my god, please stop. Okay, nums. And yeah, we'll just hard code it. So, we can do this one. Cool part about this is I probably know like whether it's working or not. And then apparently this can't be seen. So we're gonna make the window a bit smaller so that it just fits on my little screen here. Cool, and then make it bigger like that. Yeah, cool. So we're gonna go here and then just do that. So just go through every single one. So here, here, like nested for loop type thing. And then we'll just check like if the other part is sorted. I think maybe like is increasing. Maybe just take in like a position. And we'll just check like if num right, and then like if nums at I not equal to nums at I. Because we're doing I plus 1, we're gonna do like here, and then we'll do nums at I not equal to I plus 1, and then we'll do like a return, not return. Yeah, return false, but it's not equal to, it is less than, or it's greater than or equal to, yeah, that. And we'll just keep going and then just return true. So that's the first part. Second function is like def. I don't even know what they call this stupid thing, like incremovable. I'll just call it get counts or something, and we'll just pass in like nums for I in range, like length of nums, or j in range, I plus 1 to length of nums, like that. Sub equals. Do I even need to count the sub array? Yeah, do I even care? I don't think so. I don't even think I care, honestly. Hold on. Here, answer is 0. And we'll just return answer. But yeah, I don't know if I even care, honestly. I think I just will start here. But like really the only thing that matters is the endpoint. Like here. So go like bang, 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 bang. Bang, bang, bang. Bing, bing. And bing. And so, god dang, this feels difficult. I feel like I've just been on this for like ages. But okay, so do, and then same thing here. So just increase, and then expand J out. So J will stay here. Increase, increase, increase. Yeah, I think it's okay, I guess. I don't know we need that. But just do like if is increasing, and then like J, like +1 basically. Then answer plus equals 1 if the other part is increasing. And then I think this is fine. I think this works. So we just go ahead and pop this. We'll just go through every single one. I plus 1. I think honestly it's okay to just do I. Oh. So then we can just go through like that. Yeah, I think this is fine. This is probably a solution. And then what I want to do is honestly run it. But I think it's going to tell me that I don't have like an input thing defined. And like that. And then I think this is maybe okay. I don't know if it has access to that function, but the define nums, and then oh, I just never saved. That's why. Okay, so we get 7 for this one. So that's not good. We want it to be 3. Okay, what did I do wrong? Is increasing nums from, I guess, J plus 1 and on. It's an empty array. Okay, so it's because it's an empty array. So like if position greater than or equal to the length of just return false. Because there is no array. It doesn't count. Now we get 3. Cool. So this is what I wanted. And yeah, I think this code is fine. I think it works. So then we'll just copy and paste this thing. So like here. The problem I haven't done with Vim is I need to fix my global thing. Honestly, probably just install like NeoVim or something and then try to configure that, but what else? But also, why is it doing this? Why is it acting like this? Okay, so yeah. So then I'm gonna go over, I've got Visual Studio here. We'll just pop this over. I like just more practicing with Vim, and then there's not really any reason to do any of this dumb stuff. Close this out. Move this over. Delete, and then like just delete. Just like that. Six, 6, 3. Oop, that's not good. Not good at all. Okay. Let's see, 2, 3, 4, right? Is 2, 3, 4 increasing? Yeah, it is. Is 3, 4 increasing? Is 4 increasing? Yeah, okay, cool. 1, 2, 3, bang, nice. And then we have, is 3, 4 increasing? And we're like, yeah, is 4 increasing? Then is 4 increasing? So we're missing 1, 2. 1, 2, 2, 3. How are we missing 2, 3? What did I do wrong? I feel like it's not just J. It would have to be J plus 1. Maybe here to J plus 1. So there's 1, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Don't do 1, 2, 3, 4, which is fine. And then 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Wait, what happened to 2, 3? What happened to 2, 3? Starting with 2. So how does he get 1, 2, 3 is the... Oh, because I'm wrong. Because I'm wrong. Okay. So get 2 and then... What? Hey man, weird question. Could you help me with an easy Leetcode question? I mean, I can check it out. If you want star legend god, I can check it out. I can go ahead and check it out. Just, what is it? What's the problem? Let's see here. What did I do wrong? Valid anagram. That's a classic. That is a classic. This one you can just solve it by did it once with a hash map but missing one test case. Yeah, so given two strings, S and T, return true if it's an anagram of S, otherwise return false, right? So rearranging the letters. I mean, this is probably like the key, takeaways that you can rearrange the letters. So like the order of the letters don't matter. Can you share your solution? Yeah, I can. But so like what you can do here is, oh, you're saying for him. Yeah, so what you want to do is just map every number into something and then you kind of compare the two. Also, you're gonna have to put that into go to pastebin.com, go to pastebin and then put that code there because it's impossible to read in chat. There's no lines or anything. So you're gonna have to put it into pastebin. But essentially what you want to do is you kind of have the right idea, right, with the hash map, but you can just count every single occurrence of every single letter and then go over the hash map and see if the values are like the same, right? So like, what does that mean, right? So like what you're gonna do is you're gonna have like two words or something. I don't know. Let's say it's like ABC and then like DEF or something. But you want to go through these two and put one, you're gonna have two hash maps. You're gonna have one hash map. So you're gonna count how many times an A occurs. So your hash map should look like this, right? If you want to debug it too, print out what's in your hash map. to make sure that you counted everything properly, and then do the exact same thing for this one, and then count them. Make sure you count everything properly, right? So then 1, E is 1, F is 1, and then you just go over all of these, right? So then you have 2 hash maps now. They should look like this. If they don't, right, like you did something wrong. And now what you're going to do is you're going to go through each of these. So you're going to say, okay, hey, like, is there an A inside of this one? Does that A also have a count of 1? Oh, there is an A in here. Okay, well, this is an anagram. Basically, I have a hash map tracking each index. I mean, you can, and again, too, you can just go to Pastepen, like just Pastepen, pastepen.com, right? You can copy and paste your code there and then like send the link. I have a hash map tracking each index, adding the value of each. A duplicate would increase A's value. But I mean, as Leetcode said, this is the same thing I've said, is that you're going to have 2 hash maps. You're going to have one for this string, one for this string, and then you're just going to iterate through. You're going to iterate through all of these, right? So you're going to go here, 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 and just check and make sure that all of those values are there. And then you're going to do this exact same thing, but backwards. So make sure that everything that's in here is also in here. And the code for that in Python is this, right? There's some cool Python tricks you can do. What is up, zombie killer whale? You don't need to iterate. Just use the hash map equals. I mean, yeah, like, but again, I'm explaining this like just directly. Like, if somebody's like a beginner programmer, I think you probably should just iterate through. I mean, yeah, you can use fancy Python stuff, but I don't think you're learning. So that's why, like, I'm not even like, again, I wrote this solution out, but I'm not gonna tell somebody to just like, oh, just use the equals. I mean, maybe it's fine. I don't know, but I think it's better. Like, just iterate over. Like, why not? Just get to practice. Just practice. If you're new to Leetcode, I mean, you might as well. Why would you not practice? Yeah, devgod counter it's a dictionary in Python, but it's just used for counting stuff. So you can call it a counter, and it's literally the same as a dictionary, except you can just like do this wrapper function and then it counts everything. So it does the exact same process that I talked about here, which is it does a for loop. Frequency map, but you don't need a for loop for each of the characters. Yeah, that's it. That's literally it. It's just more Python tricks that make life easier. And then you can do stuff like scount dot most frequent, I think, or most frequent, is it? Most common element or something. It comes in with like, a couple other functions that you can use for counting or like getting like counts and stuff. But yeah, that's that. Yeah, it's cool. Yeah. I also, let's see here. Let me see here. I think I made anyone's curious. I mean, if you want more knowledge on more Python tricks, guys, I made a video on it that nobody's really going to watch, but this is the video of me going over this counter thing. How do you count elements into an array? Use counter, and you can get counts. But yeah, there's a lot of cool stuff in Python. A lot of cool stuff. So yeah, you have your 2 hash maps, and then you loop through. If it contains, you add it. If it doesn't contain, then you add it again. Yeah. I mean, this is like clean logic. That said, it's a lot of code, so I'm guessing you just have a bug somewhere. Or what is this? I think you have to do it. You have to go over the other one too. So I guess remember what I said is that like, okay, yeah, it is the same for the other one, or it's the same for one, but you have to make sure it's for the other one too. It has to go both ways. I mean, this code is fine. I mean, I don't know, like, you might have like some bug, but this is the idea that I just described up here. But you have to do it for both, right? You have to go for both. So you did it this way, and you made sure that like every single A is in here, every A is in here, C is in here, and now you need to go ahead and make sure that D is in here, and then it's in here, and it's in here. Or you like Leetcode said, you can just do like an operator that checks if hash maps are equal, which is that's probably like a built-in function in Java. That's it. And then you're on your way. But yeah, just check the other way. S list, do T list, right? And then do the opposite. And that's it. Just got to do it the other way. Because there could be a case that like you have A, B, C, and then you have A, B, C, D. And then you do it, and then you're like, oh, well, A's in here, B's in here, C's in here. But hold on, these aren't equal. These aren't equal at all. But you're returning true, you're saying they're equal. They're not equal because D is not inside of here. So that's the edge case that you're missing. Yeah. Yeah, star, legend, god. Nice. Okay, so see, ink removable. No problem, star legend. No problem. There's a lot of Leetcoders out here who are probably on Twitch, like just answering questions, honestly. A lot of them actually, who are way more advanced than me. Leetcoach is one of them. He actually streams and teaches people Leetcode problems. So you could hop into his chat or hop into really anybody's, honestly. And they'll be there to help you. Good luck on the journey. So, okay, let's see what I do here. I want to start and then here, then just go 1, 1. I want to go 1, 1, 2, 3. Should be fine. And then starting with 2, 2, 3. Maybe I just do J. Feels a little bit weird though, just doing J. 10, 9, 4. Maybe I do solo ones, and that's the problem. But that's going to be this literally the same. Okay, pass all test cases. The problem was not checking hash rate both ways. Yep. Nice. Nice, nice. We're dropping the last one. Okay, yes, we're just dropping the last one. That's the issue. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, also in Java, this can cause a lot of issues. I don't know anything about like I don't know about integers. I guess these are integers, but wait, actually no, I think that you use dot equals for strings in Java. But anyways, I don't know anything about Java. I coded it in like maybe 6 years ago, but I do know you're supposed to use dot equals, I believe, in like C++ and all that. Because you'll run into future bugs if you don't. Yeah, so I guess you can just check the links too. Oh boy. Feels Java, man. Six five seven. 657. What is up, Glump? What's up? What's up? Just doing some Leetcode. 657. 7, what, 6? Then compare these. 5. Compare these. No, I'm literally, I think I'm just, okay, hold on. Why is this one so, oh my god. Don't understand. Print nums from I to j plus 1. Six, 5, 8, 5, 5, 7, 5, 7, 8. So 7, 7, 8. Can't include the last one if it's too big though. Like if position is the final element. This is literally the same thing that I had though. If position is it's the same thing I had. If it's the last element's okay, but then it makes it 6. Because then we just completely drop any time an 8 happens. I feel like this idea should have worked. I guess the only thing that matters is if it's 8, if it's the last iteration. No, not even. Hmm. 5, 6, 5, 7, 6, 5. 6, 5, 7, 5, 7, 8. Yeah, this one. Okay, wait, maybe I did just misunderstand the question, because 7 I thought would have been a part of it. But it's saying 7 no. So go ahead and take this thing off too. All right. Did I just misunderstood the question? It has to change the array from not being increasing to being increasing. So then we only care about the subarrays that are Dang, I wish I could use them, but no them in contests. All right, position end. But then like you can modify it, so then you can say like if increasing, if not is increasing, then you just take j, or like I to j hand is increasing like from there to there. Six, 5, 6. Hmm. Then is it? Dang. Okay, this question is probably a bit more difficult than I thought it was gonna be. What's the rating of this one? 1563. Oh, kill me. Nice. Oh boy. Yeah, I messed this one up. I should probably like use this information. I should probably use this information when I'm doing these problems. Oh my god. So I'm pretty sure this is a recursion problem. Rollo Gomez 98. How's your day going, Mr. Raymond? Mr. Jones? It's going good. Woke up at like 6 a.m. Played some tennis yesterday. Might play a bit today, maybe. And went to the gym yesterday too. So yeah, it's going good. Got to been productive. I mean now too, like I'm just doing like some Leetcode stuff. Signed up for my first contest. Nice. I would recommend to. Well, actually, what? I guess it's tomorrow night. So yeah, it doesn't matter too much. I got pumped by the Glump One interview. Really? Nice. Yeah, you did some virtuals. Yeah, but that'll be good. Like I think doing the contest is I think is really well. Honestly, man, bro, somebody wrote an amazing article about this. Someone wrote a really good article that I tagged. It was like, let me see, US Co. This one. I don't know how. I don't know why. Like I read this, but this is actually very good. A comprehensive guide to using code forces to practice for USA Co. It's good for like students, but like if you're like young, there's like this thing called USA Co, which is like the competitive programming like God type thing. I don't know why I read it, but he like kind of tags everything. I think, which I also thought was like cool, right? So he's like a bronze competitor at US Co is like 1,000, 1,200, which is crazy. Imagine 18-year-old, they're coding like insane Leetcode problems. These are tough. These are not easy at all. But anyways, he had this part here, which was do virtual contests. So you do contests and then do virtual contests, but like essentially like they're essentially the same thing, honestly. But like virtual contests, you get flexibility. You get like essentially like a real contest environment. You get to practice continually, like your problem solving speeds. And the biggest thing too that you'll hear a lot of people say is motivation slash progress tracking. Like when you're competing with other people, you just feel like you want to keep going. And also you can track and see like directly how you're improving over time, which is also like a confidence booster, right? Like it sucks like struggling at Leetcode problems, but then you get like some problems where you're like linked to the article. I mean, it's not super relevant. It's not super relevant, but like I like that, this is honestly like really good information. And if I had this information when I was in high school, like, bro, I mean I would have been so good. But unfortunately, right, I was born too late. I was born too late. This is in 2023 when this came out. So yeah, I'll link it. I'll link it. Give me a second. Okay. Mm, another Bronzy. Okay, well, Mudine pulled it up faster than I could open my Twitch chat. So that is the article. I'll link it too. But yeah, I think it's a. There's like I don't know. Oh, another Bronzy to Guardian story forming before our eyes. Yeah, yeah. It's insane. That said, I wouldn't recommend doing code forces, right? So that's just one thing. I wouldn't recommend doing code forces. Code force is like another beast because you look at the skill cap, and I mean these people are insane. Like if you're curious where I'm at, I'm here. I'm I'm like 1,000 rated maybe on a good day. I'm 1,000 rated on code forces, but like it goes so much deeper. Look at this. I'm like at the bottom of the barrel. But that said, on Leetcode, you go to Leetcode and you're like, oh, well, how does he compare to Leetcoders? It's like, oh yeah, I'm dominating. But that's just like how deep this thing goes. But anyways, this article is just good, like at breaking down like the actual skill level of what it would take to become like good for like a college student. And then the second point is just the virtual contest. I like that, right? How do you improve? You do contests. Like how do you improve at Leetcode? Do contests. That's it. Solve different problems, improve, and you get better and better. You get to measure your progress, right? You get the motivation, you get speed, all these things, which is super important too. By the way, like US code doesn't do speed, I guess, but for an interview, yes, speed matters. And again, nobody actually told me this stuff. Like no one told me that I was actually being timed in an interview, and I literally failed my Google interview because I knew the solution, but I was like, oh, he only gave me one problem, so I'm just gonna like code it out line by line, make sure I'm as clear as possible. But like, they don't give a fuck about how if you're as clear as possible. They just give a fuck if you meet the benchmark of being clear, and then after that, it's just pure speed. But anyways, that's just me rambling. Like, it unfortunate I wasn't in any of the spaces stuff. But Rollo, you'll be. I mean, if you're start on the contest journey, if you keep doing it, I mean, you'll improve. I'm not sure how deep you are into it, but or like if you're a new grad or whatever, but like yeah, bro, you'll be good if you enjoy doing it. I think you were saying that you had trouble with motivation, I think. Have you done any code forces contests? Are you talking about me? Yeah, I've done code forces contests. I did one yesterday, I think. Was it 2 days ago or yesterday when Pat was doing it? Yeah, yeah, yeah. My code forces rank is yeah, probably about 1,000, honestly. It's not great. Not great. Currently it's 500, but that's because I haven't done that many. Looks like the rating came up. I got 172 points, so I'm 764. I was before that I was 592, but yeah, I mean I just made this account. I've only done 3 contests. Did like 150 last year, and you haven't fighting with motivation for the last 5 months since I failed tons of interviews. Yeah, seems like you're yet to converge to your elo. Yeah, yeah, but it's only been 3 contests, so it's only been 3 contests. So I'm not at the 1,000 mark. I think Chi Chi says that your Code Forces contest is about like 800 less than whatever your thing is here. So I guess technically I'd probably be 900. But that said, I'm not sure if even 1720 is my true elo. If I get another one of these 3,000 ratings, I just need another day where I hit top rank 3,000, and then I'll be fine, or even top 2,000 or whatever, 2,300. But yeah. Anyways, okay. So this one isn't as I thought it was gonna be. Oh my god, that really sucks. This problem got me, man. And if I was reading this stuff, I would have known that this was a gotcha problem. So dirty. I think this is a recursion, maybe, or I just need to like split everything that's before it. I don't know. Feels like it's kind of complicated. At contest, this is 120. Yeah, this is 120. I think I'm trying to figure out how would you break this up. And honestly, maybe it's because this one's like kind of worded awkwardly or something. I don't know, but like you really have to go with the examples, or else you just lose time. 3 4s irremovable because 5 3. Dang, I just don't know what I. This is a very difficult problem, I think. Just with that special case. I think I'm almost there, yeah. If it's increasing. Is there a way I could just say like the numbers are increasing before it or not? Hmm. Or maybe you should just use recursion. But for this 7, we're like, oh, well, 7 is actually greater. Maybe this is a monotonic stack type thing where 7 is greater. So it's like perfectly okay. But then these, I don't understand these actually. Then why would this one work? 1, 2, like 2 is actually good. You could remove it and it's still here. I don't know why 7's not valid actually. Because it goes lower, I guess. Smaller to bigger. That's fine. It's actually fine. We want it smaller to bigger. There's no 7 here. Maybe this problem is just written poorly. And that's why it's hard to solve. Okay, whatever. I'm gonna just do the other ones. Or at least look at the other ones versus trying to do that because I don't understand where those things coming from. This is about the same. There's less users, maybe. And this one's like hard, I guess. So it's part 2. Actually, I'm kind of curious too. What's the rating of this one? When we expand it out to 10 to the 5th. So now you can't do any brute force stuff. 2100. Wow. Okay, find the polygon with largest parameter. You're given a 100 closed plane. Longest side is smaller than the sum of the other sides. Has at least 3 sides. Conversely, if you have k positive real numbers 1, 2, 3, and every number is increasing, every side is greater than the other side. Then there always exists a polygon with k sides whose lengths are a2, a3, a4, ak. The perimeter of a polygon is the sum of its sides. Return the largest possible perimeter whose sides can be formed from nums. Okay, so they can be less than or equal to the other ones. But then this one isn't because you have 5. Or the sum of its sides. Okay, the sum of everything is going to be greater than the other side. I want the largest possible perimeter. So here you get 5, 5, 5 because 5 and 5, 10 is greater than this one. They're all greater than, and they're all equal to each other. So this is only one polygon that's possible. Parameters. Polygon with the largest parameter can be made from 5 sides. 1, 1, 2, 3, 5. Not the 12 and not the 50. We don't have polygon sides because it is not possible to include 2 or more smaller sides that have a greater sum than each of them. Okay. So then, do we just go through every one and calculate the sums? Just calculate the sums of every one. Probably sorting this is going to be pretty nice. Sorting it and maybe doing prefix sums. Like, I hate not the Vim stuff is ruining me. So you get 555, but that's not the case. That's actually cool. This is the cool case. Cool. So here we can take everything and just check like, okay, is 1 possible to make with all these? Or is 50 possible to make with all of these? So then it becomes a candidate. And then can 12 make it? Like it can't. So then it's no longer a candidate. Oh boy. Oh, also my screen like froze, but that's okay because I'm just like looking at this other stuff. Should remember, I have to remember myself to fix that later. Is 1 be made with everything? They were like, yeah, okay, so 1 is good. 1 made with everything else, yeah, then it's good. Can 2, yeah, it's good. And then 3, yeah. 5, yeah. Can 12 be made with everything? I feel like the smaller ones have to be. The only thing I'm worried about is the 12 and the 50. How do you like, if one of those changes, I think that messes up everything. If one suddenly, like one side suddenly is not possible to be, then you'd have to like recalculate. You'd have to recalculate. Let's see. 12 and 50. 12 and 50. We were like, oh, well, we can't do it with 12. At 10 to the 5th, it goes pretty crazy, though. So that's going to be too big. Remove 12. And then remove 50. Maybe we start with the largest numbers. So can it be done with 50? And we're like, no. Okay, well, can it be done with 12? And we removed 50, so we're like, no. I think that's it, actually. You start with the biggest numbers and then go down. Sort them, start with the biggest numbers. We can get the sum pretty fast using like prefix sums or just summing everything and subtracting. It's not even prefix sums. So then I'm gonna reset this. So we'll just do sum of nums. And actually, I think I'd rather use vim. So we'll do like def can form poly. And do like sum, see what a sum of nums. And then we'll sort the numbers. And then go through, starting from the back, I think. Did you say reverse is equal to true or something? And then go for num in nums if sum minus num is less than and then like call it like candidates or something. If it's less than the number, it's supposed to be greater than, right? So if you take the 50 away and then it's still not big enough, then it can't be a candidate. And then we always remove it from the sum because we're never going to use it. Then we can just return the sum of the candidates like that, I think. Like that. And I think this algo works, right? So go 5, yeah, 5 is possible. Okay, add it. Is this one possible? Yeah, is this one possible? Then here, we sort it. We're like, oh, it's 50. No, it's not. Okay, it's 12. No, it's not. Okay, it's 5. Yeah. And we maintain the subtraction of it. It's like sum minus equals none. Like that. Cool. And then I'm going to try to go and copy this over. Ooh, not sure if I like 24. One thing is if length of candidates is less than 3, return -1. So it's not possible. Largest perimeter of a polygon whose sides can be formed, or -1 is not possible. How do we get 24? We had that at the 12. The 12 made it. How? How did 12 make it? How did 12 make the cut? We did 12. Ad's about to start. 12. Oh, we do like 5, 3, 2, 1. Is it equal? Did I make an equal to or something? Yeah. Nice. That would have been an error for sure. Yeah, that would have been an error for sure. But this is like this problem is actually like way easier than that other one, which I was expecting, I think. Yeah, way easier than the other one, but I was expecting that. I feel like if this were a real contest though, I'd probably be looking at these numbers so I can gauge how many people tried something and then how many people like, failed, right? Yeah, how many people tried and how many people failed. I don't think it took me that long to do, but 16-minute in Q1 was like their last problem. I don't know if that happened on. This guy did it really fast. Find coins. Find number of coins to place in tree nodes. You're given an undirected graph. 0 and -1 rooted at 0. You're given 2D integer array edges. Indicates that there is an edge between nodes A and B in the tree. Array cost n, where cost at I is the cost assigned to the ith node. Return an array coin of size n such that coin at I is number of coins placed. Whatever. Okay, we're gonna just screw it. Whatever. Just call it here. Then go on to some system design stuff. Why do some contestants upload every problem at once? That's the Leetcode no submit trick. It's the no submit trick. I'm not doing Q1. I'm doing system design. But it looked doable. I think it's doable, but I don't want to do it. Yeah, but that's like the no symmetric. So Solaris, you can basically always guarantee that your elo increases as long as if you never submit, Leetcode doesn't subtract elo from you. So what a lot of people do, or not a lot of people, some people do is they look to see if they can look at every question, they solve it, but they just never click submit, and then that allows them to never lose elo, basically, because once you click submit, you can lose elo, but if they just read the question, they solve it out on paper, then they're able to avoid that, essentially, right? So this person, they read the questions to see if they could solve it, and then once they could solve all of them, then they submitted everyone at the same time. Yeah, that's BS. Yeah, that's the exploit. Definitely an exploit. Definitely an exploit. Okay, let me see this thing. So we're gonna open up Alex Shoes book, and then I'm gonna close this thing here, out, and then I'm gonna go into okay. You should get 0 points for no submitting. Yeah. Yeah, I feel like you should, but Leetcode doesn't care at all. I mean, yeah, like I said, I don't really like Leetcode as a platform, but what were they thinking? Yeah, I think it feels like Leetcode doesn't really care about, I mean, even contest integrity too. Like it is not hard to kind of like check. I feel like cheating is not that hard. Like if it's Leetcode's website, like they should have like monitors and logs on everybody's like code editor. I don't think that's a hard thing to implement, but they just don't really want to. I mean, it's just like their priorities. I'm not even sure like really what they do spending their time. It just seems like they're just spending time putting up questions that can be done in interviews. And they hire people, so they hire like really smart engineers to do that, but they don't really do site maintenance or anything. It's like handing in a blank paper. Yeah. No Condom Chris told me this too, that like there's a lot of fake sites, or there's a lot of fake users from like China. I guess you don't see them here. You don't see them here. Let me see. On one of them, I saw like a ton of fake, just bots, obviously bots. They were like inflating like the total number of contestants. There's a lot of Chinese bots, but Leetcode doesn't do anything about it. So here we have focused Matsumoto, amazing hyphen Teresh, beautiful hyphen Shockley, silly hyphen, looks like randomly generated numbers, agitated hyphen, optimistic hyphen, suspicious hyphen, practical hyphen, right? These are obviously bots, but Leetcode doesn't care. I don't think it's their priority. It seems like their priority is just putting out questions and maybe just resting investing, honestly. I wouldn't be surprised if they just laid off all of their, what is the purpose of these bots? I don't know. I have no idea. I have no idea. Someone is doing it though. Somebody is like doing it for some reason, for some benefit. But yeah, it seems like Leetcode is just resting investing. So I wouldn't be surprised if they hired only like 2 engineers that they're paying, and then they have people who are putting in questions so they can kind of like keep getting questions going, keep people like on the sites, and then have it kind of self-sustaining to where they don't have to do anything and they can just collect money off their premium subscriptions. Like, I don't know. Let's say like you had like, I don't know, let's say like Leetcode had like people paying like $15 a month or something. I mean, they could probably just bank off what, 300K a month, $300,000 a month. That's like pretty nice, and they don't have to hire engineers. They don't have to do anything. Like everything is just maintenance, right? Like, you keep one engineer on, so stuff's not bad. But you know, maybe 1 or 2, maybe 5. I don't know. Just give them a little bit piece, but then just rest invest. Like you don't need to do anything. You are the dominant platform. Are every question they create actually original questions? I mean, they do hire people. I think they have like a job posting here that says like, hey, do you want to make Leetcode questions? We'll pay you. And so they just pay somebody like a little bit of the money that they're making from their premium subscriptions. And then I guess they have company questions too and stuff. But yeah, they have like one for hiring. So I'm pretty sure they are original. Like I think they're actually paying like legit people. And they probably like screen them. No Condom Chris's theory was that the Chinese bots are for boosting like their numbers for investors, but I'm not sure. I'm not sure about that. So when they tell you your place X out of 30,000, you're actually much worse because of the bots. Well, not too much. There's actually only like 2,000 bots. Only like 2,000 Chinese bots. Also, I think it's for China, right? So I think it's only for China stuff. I want to say. Like the reason that it didn't come up when I did this one is because China wasn't included. Whoops. Because China wasn't included. But yeah, once you get to like the China thing, then it's there. So this is like 38,000 people or 35,000. But it's probably accurate because I think when it starts, the number is actually based off the United States. Like there's no Chinese people here. Not on this fresh one because they haven't included it yet. If you're placed below top 5%, you're probably better since there's so many cheaters. Yeah, that too. There's a lot of cheaters too. So I mean, especially on this contest. This weekly contest, there is a lot of cheaters. Or not the weekly one, the bi-weekly, right? The bi-weekly here. There's a lot of cheaters. And I'm not good enough at bit manipulation to do that problem. Or DP or whatever. But yeah. Let's see here. Yeah, no, but Leetcode doesn't give a fuck. They do not care. They are collecting their bag, man. Getting a juicy bag. The biggest of bags. So 150. Oh wait, no, I did it too early. Too early. How do people cheat usually? If the questions are original, the only way I can think of cheating would be several people doing the contest together and actively sharing solutions. I'm sure there's people who do that. Dude, if you've ever shoot, I don't know if I have it actually. That's me watching some Destiny. I don't know if I have it. There's some guy here. I think his name is Alex. Alex does Leetcode. Yeah, this guy. The number of people who hop in to Simon's chat on YouTube, they'll go to Simon's chat on YouTube, on specifically on YouTube, not Twitch, and they'll ask him, "Hey, do you have any hints on how to do this problem?" You look at this guy; he live streams all of his stuff too. The number of people who like ask him, "Hey, what's your answer for the second question? I need a little bit of help," is pretty impressive. Right here, look at this. I just pulled this random video up. Is question 3 a DP problem? Question mark. Right? There are definitely people. I wouldn't be surprised if there's like some like little communities of people who are doing that. That's not gonna make the most of it though. Probably a lot of people. Maybe you want to cheat. Like the only thing you can use is AI, right? So it'd have to be ChatGPT most likely. I guess if people are like small brained. Just put in the ChatGPT and see if it solves it. Um, but ChatGPT is not perfect. So ChatGPT is not a competitive programmer, so it's not gonna be good. It's massive Telegram chats, yeah. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if there's like WhatsApp groups, Telegram chats, but like these people are pretty shameless. The contest is going on as he's solving this, I believe. I believe. He usually timestamps them. So I don't know if he usually timestamps his like contest starts here. And these are live, I'm pretty sure. But I don't hop into his streams, so I don't know how live it is, but or maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know, I just saw the pre-contest thing and I saw contest starts here. And it was like live. So I don't know if maybe I'm wrong actually. I might be wrong in that this is like a pre-recording, but because I'm seeing drawings and stuff that he's doing, but I don't know. Right? Like these are lives. And then it says contest starts. Right? I didn't look at it, but like right. So this one's like more of a discussion one, right? He finished the contest, but I think beforehand he hadn't done it. Pre-contest. Right? There is no contest here. Quadrant problems will appear when contest starts. And then contest starts. Like 5 minutes of this live stream, and then he's like drawing stuff, yeah. Or delay, yeah. Yeah, or that. Yeah. So I don't know if this guy is maybe he's not. I don't know actually. I don't tune into his live stream, so I don't know like what time he's starting or if there's delay or something like that. Whatever. But the point thing I did want to bring up is just that there are people in chat who are like asking like what is the question of this one? Which is kind of weird. But I mean people do the exact same thing in Simon's chat on his YouTube channel, not Twitch. Go back, he had a disclaimer in his chat. Kind of fucked to stream it, but he has a Chad first name, so I forgive him. Nice. Nice. Let me go to my thing. Oh no. What's happening, man? Here, here, here. Stare. I don't know what the stare was for. He had a disclaimer in his chat. I don't share my coding screen because we don't share code during the contest. But just right here. Please solve. Please share code. Why are you live? Bro, some of these people are so down bad, man. What the fuck? Imagine this person's writing, you guys can't see it here, right? Solve. Please share code. So why are you live? Why would you not share code? Bro, fuck this guy, yeah. Yeah, no, I saw this. I was like, wow, what like, it's pretty sleazy. Pretty sleazy. I didn't pay attention to really what he was doing though. Just like what's happening in his chat is like crazy. Is crazy. I mean, he's like, fully interacting, I think it feels like. That's what it kind of feels like. But yeah, there's Alex does Leetcode. Alex does Leetcode. What's up? Bruh, during the contest sometimes just the tag, giving the tags the problem can make so much of a difference. Yeah, for sure. For sure. Yeah, we was right as EM. Yep, yep, yep. Yeah, but anyways, Solaris. Yeah, that is like I guess a glimpse into some of the cheating stuff. And just LeetCode as a platform. I really don't like LeetCode. Honestly, @coder, I'm on the @coder train. But that's because mostly just because they have Saturday morning contests. So like I'm not gonna do the LeetCode contest, but I am gonna do the @coder tomorrow. Because like it's just like it's like so nice, man. So refreshing to wake up on a nice early morning, get some coding in. As I'm like streaming right now too, early in the morning. Woke up at like 6 in the morning. Just working, man. Just working. And @coder has like clarifications. There's no like ambiguity, or it feels like there's less ambiguity. I don't know, man. It's just a vibe. Just a vibe. But yeah, man, dude, Leetcode is making like so much money. I'm trying to think a little bit about there's no way I could capitalize on that. But the hard part about making a platform like Leetcode is the brand matters a lot. So I don't think there's a way to make another Leetcode like binary search unless you get a ton of influencers on board. If I like message Neatcode and I get Neatcode's like 600,000 audience, Malvi, job landed, no jobs, no jobs. But they won't let me use Python. Yeah, that's the problem with @coder. Yeah, @coder doesn't let you use. I mean, you can use Python, but like it's like kind of weird stuff with time complexities and all that. But I think it's fine. At least in my experience, A, B, and C are like I feel like this is actually A, B, C, and D are like the equivalent of like all of a LeetCode problem. And I feel like maybe with these, like these are like the ones that actually time out. I think a couple time out actually, but maybe they do. I don't know. But I'm not an expert on @coder. But like, actually the idea would be that like you recreate LeetCode, like do like a binary search, like come alive. The only problem is you have to make all the questions yourself. That's not too hard. That is hard. That's a lot of work to make all the contests yourself or all the problems yourself. But I don't think it's an impossible task. But then the second thing that you're downsided about is you don't have any users. So you're not gonna have any contest discussions. You could probably put out contests, but like you need to populate it with people. And I think the only way you do that is with influencers. Like you would need to have like Neatcode, probably contact like Erecto or something. I don't think he makes content anymore. But all of like the top elite coders, you'd have to like give them like a slice of it, so they're incentivized or whatever. So Nico did like 700K, right? Subs. But the problem too is that like nobody really has any issues with Leetcode. So some people do though. So maybe it would work for them. But anyways, this is me thinking about a business idea. But I think that could I think it's possible to redo binary search. It would have been better a year ago when layoffs actually happened because there was a ton of supply of programmers who needed to do Leetcode stuff. But yeah. Yeah, Medicine's on a grid. Yeah, I think it. Yeah, I think that one crashed. I think I remember. I think I saw you solving it or something. I don't know actually. Which at code was that? Was that like 348 or something? I feel like it was like pretty recent. This was it. Yeah. Whoa, I got it. 348. Yeah, I feel like for like A, B, and C, and maybe D, like you can do it with Python. And I feel like doing these is like the equivalent of like a Leetcode contest. I don't know. Yeah, I've never found I couldn't be solved with Python. Yeah, Solaris, there's a lot of like, or at least from what Glump has said, there are Code Forces people who like are very top rated at Code Forces, and they just have to use like Python optimizations basically to pull through like for the submission. I don't know anything about that though, but I think one thing people say is that you're supposed to use recursion, I think, or you don't use recursion. You're supposed to come up with iterative solutions more. Yeah, avoid deep recursion. Yeah. So you're supposed to use the iterative solution because recursion is like bad for memory or whatever. Can you use Python in Code Forces? How to submit Python. Wow, 200 views. Nice. How to start competitive programming for beginners. Wow, oh my gosh. Aricto. Lex Friedman. This is a guide to how to start competitive programming. What does he say? The verdict? How to start? I don't like these timestamps. They don't make any sense. Oh, they're auto-generated. That makes more sense. Maybe I can optimize with A star. I don't think I've tried that past 40 out of 43 cases. Okay, anyways, so now we're going to go into this stuff. So I think what I'm thinking. Did we finish these? Whole based. Got TLDRs for all of them. So now we just need to do proximity service. So then do some TLDRs on this one, clean up my notes, and do this maybe for an hour, for another hour. And then we'll call it. Okay. So with this one, proximity service. This was like the first chapter 2 I read, so my notes are actually pretty dog shit on these first 3 chapters. Prefer a list to a dictionary when possible. Okay. Let's get maybe a TLDR going for proximity service. TLDR. All right. Too long, didn't read. Who cares about system design? All right, so proximity service, I think it's just like designing Yelp. So which is that like if you're at a certain point in time, you want to design like some system that can tell you like where the stores are located that are around you. So like if you're here, or like if you're here, right, you want to know that like, oh, well, there's something here. There's a burger place here, this place here, this place here. And I think that's it. I think that's the only thing that you want, just the businesses that are around you, essentially. You don't even have to do like navigation or like Google Maps or anything. And I think if I remember, I feel like this is just like map how to make a map. I wonder why he started this chapter with this one. Feels kind of weird, but rasterizing, I think is like what it's called. Also, there's an input trick. Use sys.stdin readline instead of input. Yeah, you get rid of a cache with a matrix. Okay, so I think, and I guess we'll try to just do like a very brief, I'll just test my knowledge of how I would build something like this. So I believe that's the requirements. Let me actually specify over here. Will the range expand? Nothing's available. Will businesses sign themselves up? What happens if the user is moving? Cool. And yeah, these notes are really bad. These are really bad notes. Okay, so user can change their radius. If the user is moving, our businesses can add, delete, and update their info. Don't worry about users moving. Cool. So that's about it. Just change their radius and things like that. So I think, what's it called? Is it geohashing? I think is what it's called. But like for something like Yelp, we're gonna have, I believe, businesses. We have like 2 points. So like businesses want to add, want to interact. We're gonna have like 2 flows. One for businesses, so they can add, update, delete, or whatever their info. And then just like have like a database. Drop this here. And then we can do like, I just call them a business service. But they'll be adding themselves, updating themselves, and things like that. Just pop that here. And then maybe put add, update, delete. Maybe like business info. So we'll have like 3 routes for that. And there's gonna be 3 API routes: a post request, a put request, and a delete request. And then here we've got the users, and they're gonna be doing GET requests based off their location. So then like user wants to, or user checks app, and there maybe have like users have like their own like metadata, so we'll know like what their preferred radius that they want to search is or something, or maybe they just request it. Honestly, call it location service, or we'll check like their x and y coordinates. User locations, I guess. User locations, and then so then yeah, we'll take the user location and then get all the businesses that are there. I think this is probably like the naive approach. And then when you're trying to like upgrade, I think you have like a geohash, like locations of everything. And then so like you have like some other database. that has like the geo hashes or something. And that you can just like put something in. And then this is probably like business info is probably SQL database, we might guess. It's read heavy though. Read heavy, so SQL probably works. Although I don't even know if it's necessary. And I think user locations, I feel like they use like a cache or something, but I don't remember. Yeah, this is like generally what I remember. We're just gonna go through this. Just fill in these gaps and see where I was wrong. Okay, so he defines API requests. And then mentions the geohashing thing. So that I was talking about. Which is like pretty important for just really any map-based diagram, you're gonna be using geohashing. Or like some kind of geohash. Or use quad trees, like some kind of data structure to represent a map. Search nearby. Yeah, let's actually keep the high level design. Pop the high level design here. So I have a location service, have a business service, and then we just write. This is gonna have like the business table and then have read replicas. They're gonna have, and then I have them storing location data, but maybe we don't need to. Maybe this just translates whatever location of the user is. Okay. And geohash is a quad tree. Yeah, this just probably just feels like geohashing. Actually just geohashing. Much memory does it need to store? How long does it take to build a quad tree? Google S2. And then these notes, what is actually this? It's like 4 lines. The quad tree is more complicated. Okay. Google S2 geometry library. Google Maps / tender. in-memory solution. Maps a sphere to a 1D index on the Hilbert curve. Can play with an online tool for the Hilbert curve. What? Hilbert curve online tool. Generate a Hilbert curve. That is a Hilbert curve. Ooh. Can only process 11 iterations right now. Is it because the things are too thick? Oh, yikes. Set the padding of the image. What is this? Fifth order Hilbert curve on orange background sets the curve thickness. What is a Hilbert curve? Is a continuous fractal space filling curve. Because the space filling dimension is 2. Applications. They give a mapping between one-dimensional and two-dimensional space that preserves locality fairly well. They mean the two data points are either close to each other in one-dimensional space or also close to each other after folding. It's widely used in computer science for IP addresses. You can map it onto a picture. Code to generate the image would map 2D to 1D to find the color of each pixel. And sometimes you keep IP addresses close to each other in the picture. Being used in mobile robots, grayscale. Interesting. I don't understand like how it looks, but sure. Okay. And this Hilbert curve is like barely even visible, but yeah, might as well add it. Might as well. I think it's GFS is a virtual parameter for real world. Fence is a real, is a virtual perimeter graphic area. S2 as a region cover algorithm can specify the min level, max, min level, max level. Oh boy. Level and max cells to get more granular results. More flexible. Okay, and then recommendations to find nearby businesses. We have a few options. GeoHash, Quadrant, S2. Bing Maps. Lyft uses a GeoHash, but Google Maps uses S2. It's kind of interesting. Choose recommendation. He recommends to talk about GeoHash or Quadtree in interview. S2 is too complicated to talk about or to explain. Yeah, this is like, you know, I don't know. This is something that I think about too with interviews now, is that like, okay, if I'm going to bring up something that's like going to be technical, you're probably like opening the door to needing to be able to explain how it works. So that's like another thing. But I kind of have already mentioned this before with my my last Google interview, but you want to like be mindful, I guess, of like which direction you're going, because there's some things that you're gonna have to explain and they're gonna expect it, and then it's probably gonna look bad if you like try to explain it and then you suck at it and then you have to go the other way. Okay, but yeah, GeoHash is like way easier, makes way more sense. And then the Quantry I didn't even understand. I should probably read that, but oh, what else? Scaling the database. Just do sharding. Geospatial index table. Geospatial index table. Here, then we do can map a geohash to a list of business IDs. I wonder if this gets hard for adding businesses or if it slows down when you have to add a business. Then the other option, oh, the other option. There'd be multiple rows. Oh shoot. Oh my god. Shoot, I'm supposed to get my hair cut. All right, I'll see you guys. Dang it, I hate that the streaming thing, you really lose track of time. All right, see you guys. Good luck, and yeah, peace. Peace, peace.